All right, back we go. January 16th, Saturday. Let's look at MTSL to start this video off. Mirror telemanagement, 3.8 million float. This is a very low float. This spikes a lot. Short growth, 1.39K%. 10 million market cap, 2 million plus cash. 10% insiders hold. No debt. 10 million enterprise value, evenly valued. This is very small. What do they do? Engages in provision of expense management, billing solution services, video advertising, um, sells product services, consumers, digital media, mobile apps, social media networks, digital media properties. It was founded December 27th, 1995, headquartered in Riyadh, Israel. Has 446,000 sells, 147,000 buys recently on the insiders. Let's see, FinViz has 9 million market cap, minus 0.6 million income, 4.7 million sales, short 3.26 million float. Excuse me. There's been no news on this. Incredible. November 19th, second quarter financial results. Before that, September 24th, FinViz. There's nothing on this. You got to be kidding me. Mobile management, call usage, accounting software worldwide. Services such as Maps to Wins, IT governance, risk, cloud software. Right. So this is really strange. There's no news on this. Let's look at the monthly. The first thing you see in the monthly, what do you see here? You have two reverse splits, 2010, 2017. And the big thing you see here, this is a huge descending triangle all the way back to like 1997 when the stock started. You had one spike up 2000 with the dot-com era. Look at this though. The highs meeting lower for 20 years. Wow. 22 years. That's a long time. This thing was up 20, down 10, 15, and the low has been holding ever since at 1. The all-important 1 is holding in Pennyland. Look at that. So what this tells me is this is going to explode up. If this 1 held that long, unless something really crazy happens, it's going to explode. There's going to be some sort of merger, some sort of big news eventually. This is 22 years, and you're going to get a spike up at this point. That's my thoughts. You can see the weekly. The daily, if you look recently on this, many spikes. This is such a low float and it never holds. Look at this in, what was this? July came down, September. Look at this, it never holds. It's massive spikes. It has recently held. The stock market is so strong right now. November 125, we went up to as high as 279. So all these pennies are holding. This is way above its 1320 EMA. You want this to hold 175 level, or else back to one land we go. Now, on the upside, this giant line for 22 years coming down. If this hits 3 and goes back down, it's not the time for it to go up. If this can break 3, just looking back here, we can get the 4 plus. Now, if we get the 3, then we can climb the 4 plus. Who knows at that point? It's just a gap here. It might get into here, that big candle, but it's like you can see in the weekly here. I mean, this is a long-term trend. 22 years on this. And that low of 1's held. So if you have a 1 of low holding for 22 years, unless something really goes wrong, it's going to hold again. And something's going to happen where this spikes up, where it puts in a major spike. So this is really interesting stuff. No news forever. The stock market's been hot since November. So look at this. Look for news. If this really explodes, it's a low float. This will move big time. My thoughts on this, watching this pattern here. All right, keep an eye on that. All right, let's go to REPH. Paging, REPH, paging. All right. Recro Pharma, 19 million float, short growth 14%, market cap 70 million. Cash 21 million. Revenue 74 million. You can see the assets. Insiders own 16%. It's pretty good. Institutions 62%. They really like this. 119 million debt. Enterprise value is undervalued. 167 million. Pharmaceutical company engages in contract development, manufacturing, organization, offers solutions and development, formulation, regulatory support, manufacturing, packaging, oral solid dose drug products. It's founded by Geraldine A. Henwood and Thomas F. Henwood, November 15, 2007, Malvern, PA. 62,000 buys, 80,000 sells insiders. All right, let's look at FinViz. FinViz has minus 20 million income, 74 million sales, 23 million float. No news on this too. Last December 18th, Recro Grants Inducement Award, new chief executive officer. They announced executive changes. There's been nothing on this. December 11th, Oppenheimer says these two stocks could spike over 100%. All right, so contract development manufacturing for United States, internationally, it's products, formerly known as Recca Pharma 1. So another stock, weird, but no news on this. You figure they put out a press release, their stock's plummeting, but they didn't do it. So you see the monthly, there's been no splits on this. This was 2014, went up to 2015 as high as 17 plus, came back in the middle, then went to 19 before a big crash here. And the crash was in 2020, February. This couldn't hold. This really plummeted. Then a gap down. Then we went to 150 line. Now it looks like here reverse head and shoulders. You have a head forming here, shoulder on the left. We'll see if this right starts to hold and then this goes up. You have a gap, real small one here, 4, and then one up to like 9. If all these institutions hold this too, it's very promising. So right now you want this 150 to hold long term. Shorter term, you don't really want this to go below 250 at that point. So you had the big spike up. It didn't hold though. They pushed it back down. Any spike up will go to 4, 5, the bottom of this gap, and then maybe we can fill the 8 if this really starts to run like these stocks. So it hasn't run yet. Has a little move here from November 150 to 4 plus. So even on this stock, that's what I mean. Everything's running. Even this is run. We'll see if this can run some more. So good potential here. Swing and long term on REPH. All right, DLPN, Rocket. All right, this is Dolphin Entertainment. Incorporated float 5 million, very low float. Short growth is increasing 23%. Market cap 26 million. 9 million cash. 15 million, 15% held by insiders. Institutions 4%. Enterprise value 35 million. Current debt 17 million. There you go. All right, it engages in provision of through the following entertainment, publicity and marketing segments of 42 West, The Door, Viewpoint, and Surefire Media. Content production segment consists of Dolphin Entertainment, Dolphin Films. Founded March 7th, 1995, headquartered in Coral Gables, Florida. A lot of buys in here. They didn't add it up. There's been some huge buys, insiders. FinViz, minus 1.4 million income, sales 24 million. Float very low, 4.87 million. January 12th, acquired BHI, formerly Bender Helper Impact. What else? Anything? I haven't seen nothing here. Independent Entertainment, United States. This is FinViz. All right, that's all it says here. So The monthly, this did 3 splits since 2016. So let's go to the weekly. You can see here 2016, 2017. This is a really ugly chart. Let's go all the way to the daily. So once they came to this date, which is July 2018, started to fall 19 all the way down to 4, bounce to 9. And this one did a 2 line, big gap up. Look at this gap. It didn't hold. Went to 12 and came crashing down. Then the high got lower again, 8, reverse split. And here we go. We're stuck on this like 3. This day had 9 million on January 12th. And then it came back again. So you have the ultimate 2 line here. You want this 2 to hold. If not, it's been riding this 3 line for a long time. And then immediately this 375. You want this to bounce off 1320 EMA. If not, you're going through it. Longer term, this can get over 464. This will bounce 5 all the way to 6, that trend line. So that 6 line is huge if we get up there. So it could break through or it could pull back. So has potential, but it's not really breaking through this longer term trend right now. All right, last one. TLSA. 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 Tizenia Life Sciences. Float 22 million. Short growth is down 9%. Market cap 295 million. 8 million in cash. Insiders own 42%. It's very good. Institutions 27%. Current debt's only 1 million. Very good. Enterprise value 234 million. What do they do? Biotechnology company engages in research development of biotechnological pharmaceutical products. Its lead product candidate is immunology for Lamab. It's called 401, which is a fully human anti-CD3 molecular antibody. The company was founded by Gabriel Marco Antonio Cerrone. Excuse me. November 4th, 2013, headquartered in London, United Kingdom. No insiders. Okay. Has a market, no income listed, no sales listed. Float 22 million on Finviz. They announced the appointment of Dr. Neil Graham, MD, Chief Medical Officer. That was the 13th of January. They're going to participate in JP Morgan Healthcare Conference. What else does Finviz say now? Treatment of autoimmune inflammatory diseases, colitis, Crohn's disease, multiple sclerosis, type 1 diabetes, inflammatory bowel disease, carcinoma. Then I'm reading here, primarily to treat hospitalized COVID-19 patients with severe respiratory symptoms. So they're in COVID-19 space. Alert, alert. That's big news. All right, the monthly. This has been around since November 2018. 2 reverse splits. Weekly. Let's see, weekly. Let me see here. October 29, 2019, they did a split. Then they did a split on July 31st. So this one line again has been huge. Going back to when this stock IPO'd, whenever it started getting listed, from January 2019, this one line's held. Went below a few times to maybe 63 cents. Bounced a few times. Starting in April of 2020, this thing took off from 1 all the way to that spike, which was 12.17. Big, big move. And then we came down, 3 line, came down, 2 line. Then we broke up here. Let's see if this is a good line to draw here. Sort of back and forth. 2 line. See, the high's getting lower, lower. Then we exploded out with that big shooting star on 13. So on this, you want this stock to stay above 275, or really 3. That's a little gap here, 3, and then 275. And then the ultimate low on this is going to be that 2 level. Now, it looks like there's good upside still if this can get going. If there's news, maybe 4. See this wick? Get 4, 5 to 6 to 7 plus. We can regain that. This will be big. This big candle here, right at that 7 level. So that's where you see it on that. Now you want COVID news to happen. This will really spike. It's pretty low float, 22 million. So this is potential too, but you want these to remain up. You don't want them to fall back. So it wouldn't be good buying there if they're just going to slide back to their lines. So keep this one in mind. Got a few things in the pipeline. It looks like. All right. So please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades on YouTube. Hit the like button. TradeIdeas.com's on my YouTube. Mike Frank 007 Twitter. TikTok Mike Frank III. Instagram Mike Frank 98. Stock Twits Mike Cayman Trades. That's it. We're out for now. Have a good night. Rest of your weekend. We're out. Peace.